No, this is Clarity Empress, the Empress of Clarity. Here to do a collective energy reading for my Clarity Empress Collective. I hope everyone is doing well. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Comment in the comment section and let me know if the reading resonates with you. Comment or the chat. Hey, whatever. Um, okay. It's quiet tonight, y'all. Our friends. I was about to say, let me not speak too damn soon. Look, they ain't right above my head. Anyway, I appreciate y'all coming. The Dior bags are outside right now, and they are getting on my last freaking nerve. Oh my gosh! At least they're not as loud as they were last night. So yeah, we got a jelly back in the mist. Okay, we got a jelly back in the mist. We about to unpack the jelly back. Now, the jellyback comment is courtesy of Empress T. I love her readings, but when she talks about that coward energy, she talks about that jellyback. Somebody who is not, they have no courage, but they have that fake courage. They will stand up for somebody who they feel they're above or they're smarter than. Hey, how you doing, sis? What's going on, Latin? We talking about jellyback coward individuals tonight because Spirit gave me that download. Then I had a conversation with a friend and we talked about it, or I should say my sister, and we talked about it. And it's like, yeah, that energy is like around to spare. But we got some jellyback activities with certain individuals that are scared to death out of shame, guilt. They got anxiety. They got pride and ego. They have a lack of vulnerability. What's up? What's going on? Yeah, when she talk about them jellybacks, I'll be like, Empress T. She say it rolls off her tongue, but it should because a coward individual ain't nothing but a jellyback, no spine, no nothing, and they don't stand up. No, they pretend to, but only with those they think they have they're smarter than. You know what I'm saying? The moon is in Cancer as of 5:30 something p.m. today Eastern Standard Time. The moon is in a full moon. We have a full moon in Cancer. The energy is definitely different. It is something to reflect on. Hey, my booski. Oh, you a Cancer too? So is my friend Trev that just joined the family right now. Another Cancer in the building. And I got strong Cancer placements because my Mercury and my Venus are Cancer. What else? Do I have anything else? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I do. I know I got a Pisces placement. And then when you go down to the asteroids, then maybe I do. But yeah. Oh, my South Node is Cancer. That's right. Cancer energy in the building. That's that divine feminine energy that we are feeling right now. It has, I would say, all the individuals I've been speaking to. So some of y'all right now, and then others I've talked to in the recent days. The energy of the divine feminine is to go with the flow and not argue. Now, Black Cherry has sent me a TikTok where she talked about this one woman said, she said, in 2025, no arguing. 2025, no fussing. We silence. We done. We not. I'm not going to engage with you. I'm not. Um, like somebody trying to start with you in the office, silence. Somebody trying to race bait you, silence. Somebody trying to get under your nerves, under your skin, silence. Somebody over there trying to bait you in an argument in your family, silence. We not giving no unnecessary energy to anyone, silence. I know you lied to me, silence. And let me tell you about that, all right? We are on a different frequency right now, right? Energy wise, we on a different frequency right now. One thing we know about energy is it don't lie. You can lie with a straight face. You can have all the antics. You could pretend you could be the best actor, but your energy don't lie. There's times when I've seen strangers say something. And I'm saying to myself, nah, it don't even sit right. It sounds plausible, but it don't sit right with me. So you know what? I gotta go. I gotta exit the scene, or I can't listen to what you gotta say. I gotta move on. Silence. I'm not giving you an argument. That's why I tell y'all, I should say, I tell the live when Black Cherry's not available because, they see her and they run as they should, right? Because I have a moderator on this show who do not play the radio. Now, even if she ain't blocking nobody, she's present, right? And I see the crazies tend to fall back when they see a moderator. Thank God. However, when she's not available, I just block and delete. I ain't arguing with you. We not going back and forth. I don't care what you said. I just delete your comments and I delete you. Cause guess what? You're not about to get my pressure up, make me angry, piss off anybody that's watching that enjoys the live. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. So Black Cherry, Trev is my sister from another mister. I don't remember when I didn't know her. I don't know when we met. I know we met in church, but I don't remember when I didn't know her. And she's the god sister to my bestie who passed. But yeah, she's the god sister to my bestie. So that's my people. You know what I'm saying? Ah. Oh, you addressed the energy? Or somebody got you yesterday? Girl, listen, they gonna get you. But then you come to your senses when you realize after the fact, like, oh, you know what? I ain't letting that person do that to me, rob me of my peace no more. Just not doing that. Every now and then, people gonna get us out of sorts. I've been little by little. I'll put it like this: little by little, I've been more conscious of how I show up in a interaction with people. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just got to deal with it. But I remember back in October when I had a situation when somebody blocked me in my driveway trying to make me do something that I was willing to do until they did what they did, put it that way, right? And the timing was all off. So regular me would have wanted to just go toe to toe. But I started to scream and I realized my voice feels like it's strained. I don't want to strain my voice anymore. Let me shut the hell up, get in my car, call the police, and let them sort it out with them. They want to argue, they want to go back and forth, do it with them. And then when the person found out I had called the police, which is a little while later, I said, well, they can let them know. I ain't got nothing else to say. All of a sudden, the problem went away. I said, oh, pigtails and knee socks. Knee highs, girl, from the corner store when we forgot our pantyhose. Ah. Okay, so we got three people on the live. That is number three energy. Is that what's that clarifying energy? That's that Empress energy. Yes. So we on some big Empress Cancerian water sign energy tonight. All right. Empress energy. Ew. All right, Spirit. So we got some cowards in our midst, unfortunately for them. So let's see what it do. Well, we got good energy on the live tonight. Ow, ew. If you're new to the channel and you have never been on a live with Clarity Empress in the Spiritual Lounge, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel now. Make sure you ring that bell so you're notified every time I come on. And that way you don't miss nothing. Okay? Because we don't want you to miss. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Nothing to miss here. You got to know what you need to know. All right, Spirit, give me a message. Tell me about this coward that I'm feeling, this jellyback individual with no spine who is full of shame, pride, ego, guilt, regret, anxiety, I'm hearing, and unnecessary fears. Tell me more. What's going on with that, Spirit? Oh, somebody got a STD. They could have a sexually transmitted disease or spiritually transmitted. But I do feel like this individual that Jellyback got, um, they have a spiritual attachment. So the STD makes sense to me. Sometimes those spiritual attachments to people, that codependency energy, will hold you back, and it's like something you just can't get rid of. You know what I'm saying? Where it takes a lot. You know what I'm saying? They gotta give you shots of with those antibiotics. You can't even take pills. You gotta get shots. It's deep in your body, right? Or say maybe something that don't never go away. We don't want that. She said that first card though. Yeah, exactly. Hold on. Let's see what's next. Ooh, death. So this what's going on with the jellyback, y'all? Mm. What happened to the jellyback. Now death. This ain't the literal death. This is that transformational death. This is an ending. You know what I'm saying? And ending. This is a year of the nine, so we full of endings this year. But also, I will say, this has a lot to do. She said, "Where I grabbed my stomach." This has a lot to do with maybe endings in your life, meaning this person is not allowed to continue anything in your life because they're a jellyback. This is somebody, you know, who wouldn't assist you on the side of the road. They could see you, but be with their spiritual attachments and act like they don't know you. They won't, but y'all can lock eyes as they pass you by. Okay? Uh-oh. There's too many cards. One at a time, please, Spirit. Mm-hmm. Tell me more, Spirit. Ooh, suppressing. Oh, so they going through it. Numb, escape, drown. Okay, okay. So whoever your person is, why does this card always look bent? I guess that's the way it's printed. Just weird to me. But anyway, so your person is drinking, smoking, drugging, overeating, depressed, trying to numb and suppress their urges for you to be in your life. All right. They're doing everything to distract themselves from you, but it's also putting them in a deeper, darker energy when they think of you. That's what we pick up on us as tarot readers. We pick up on that low vibrational energy that's pulling on your high vibrational energy. Why? Because they wanna match you, but they can't get to your level. And if you are in that unbothered energy, it makes it harder. They can't get your attention no more. They can't control you in whatever way they use to control you. You know what I'm saying? It don't work no more. It's like, well, why is my person not responding? Why is the my person not, looking at me or crying for me or asking for me or trying to talk to me? Why did they stop? See, this person again would spit on you on the side of the road if you was on fire, wouldn't stop for you or whatever because they got that spiritual attachment. And spirit said it's over. Like, just surrender this. Surrender this. And this person knows you have surrendered it. So now they suppressing. This is jellyback all day. Instead of a stand-up individual who would be like, you know what, let me go fix the problem. Let me go work on myself. Let me go, what I'm saying, make sure my person feels better that I'm in their life. Instead of doing all of that, this person takes the low vibrational, easy route. I'll just drink. I'll just smoke. I'll just, what I'm saying, I'll just be depressed. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately, they're still seeking, I was about to say depression. They're still seeking attention. Well, if you feel bad enough for them, if my beloved feels bad enough, you know what I'm saying? They'll come and see me. They'll come rescue me. Oh Lord, she said we married. So, listen, this individual, whoever this is, and I say individual because it ain't for everybody, but this person that I'm pulling up, beloved, they are going through a major transformation. Now, if they have the heart, they can make it through. They can push through. If they can persevere, they can do it. Or they may succumb to their suppressing, their low vibrational, their addictions. You know what I'm saying? They may sink into depression because of their traumas in their life, right? And I feel like this would be a person that would this type of jellyback would give you misplaced blame for their problems, right? They won't address the root. They'd rather drink the root. They rather, what I'm saying, smoke it or do the drugs or whatever. They're gonna do the things that won't address the root. I heard somebody tell me that they didn't know why they were telling me what they were telling me about their life situation. And then they said, well, I guess I need to smoke something. I was like, okay. But what they dropped on me was a major traumatic situation that they still were in as a grown person. 37 years old, still dealing with the trauma of a family member, right? And, they just need to move. Maybe because they had a situation with family, so they ended up back. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta go back before you go forward. And but the key word I heard was I need to smoke something. My bad. I didn't mean to drop that on you. I was like, it was so much I wanted to say, but I couldn't really say because we don't know each other well enough for me to be giving so much advice. I wasn't reading them. We were having a conversation about something totally different. And that came out of left field. That person needs to work on themselves, though, is what I really wanted to say. I kind of redirected them a couple ways, hoping that, but again, I had to pull it back. Not my business. It's not. Um, I show empathy for them, but again, I had to remind myself they grown. It's not my business. A 37-year-old, you know who that is, Trav? You ain't meet him yet. Ooh, engagement. So, okay, for that to be in a challenge in a lesser position, that's letting me know right now this person committed themselves to the wrong situation. For that to be in a challenge and a lesson, what they were committed to was not the right things. And they had given all their energy to the right things. They made promises. They bonded. So they were in I feel like they were in a trauma bond with somebody. They were in a love partnership, so it could be family. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, right? This is somebody they promise forever to, or they may forever be bonded to. Okay, like a marriage, if not a marriage. This is somebody like, this is the relationship I want. But for it to be in a challenge and a lesson position, that tells me what they chose was not right. It's not right for them, if anything. Whoa. Come on. All right, tell me more, spirit. Ooh, that jellyback going through it, y'all. Sorrow. You see how thick this deck is? This deck. All these cards. And that's what coming out tonight? That's the energy. This is the energy today. So it says mourning, healing, release, reflection, growth, forgiveness, acceptance, and depression. I already mentioned depression several times when talking about suppression. Let's see, bottom of the deck. This feels like two cards, and it is. Hold on. And here you stand, not you, but your ancestors stand protecting you from all of that. Your guardians, your ancestral shields is standing in the way of this person coming and bringing you any harm. This person has to go through all this death, destruction, suppression, all this self-inflicted wounds. Now, I will say this. Their wounds were not initially self-inflicted. They were trauma from childhood. That's where all our problems always start, with how we develop with childhood, whether we had emotionally available parents, or emotionally responsible parents, or emotionally intelligent parents, right? That no matter what we were going through, they knew how to give us the talk or the hug or the whatever we needed. And if you're lacking that, it will show up in your adulthood, and it will reopen wounds that you have, right? And the choices that we make, if we aren't emotionally intelligent and available or avoidant for ourselves, will only cut that deeper as we age and who we engage with. Okay. So, yeah, initially it's probably not their fault. But again, what they say is that adults are responsible for their healing. This is somebody who has not even attempted to do the work. If they did, they had some false attempts. They had some failed attempts. But if anything, they have not consistently put any work in themselves. So instead of helping themselves, they're going to smoke it away. You know, this remind me of that Solange song. She like to drink it away, smoke it away, shop it away, or whatever. She was realizing whatever pain that she was holding on to, she couldn't do something else to make it go away. There's had to be something else that she had to dig deeper for. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Tell me about the STD. So it's like you got battle wounds and scars that could easily be ripped open if we don't work on the healing. It's like getting a cut that's deep enough for stitches, but not getting the stitches. So it's always a gap, and you know what I'm saying? You always run the risk of making it worse, getting it infected, festering it. Any more? Cranes in the sky. Yes, exactly. Any more? Yes, scam. Ban. I'm telling you, you and your ancestors blocked this person out of your energy. Why? Because they didn't deserve a seat at your table. They did not deserve to be in your energy at all. It's not stopping them from being in your energy. Note that, y'all. We ask, I've asked, like, why? When I listen to readers, like, why? If they don't want to be in somebody's life, then why are they in this person's energy? But I'm starting to understand is because they can't let go of what was good in their life. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that watched tarot ain't good, but it has to resonate. It has to make sense. So those of us who have shown people unconditional love and respect and honor, but then hold that person accountable, they become a jellyback. That all of a sudden, they ain't got no spine, no shame, no, they got all the guilt, they got the pride and the ego, and it sends them running, packing, just poof, they're gone. All because they didn't have accountability or integrity within them. They were maybe as a child not held accountable because they were around adults that didn't hold themselves accountable, right? Lack of emotional intelligence. This person could have been, I don't know, neglected. So they always running around lying and carrying on. So were the adults in their life. But you blocked them. And if you didn't physically block them, because, I only block skip spam calls, y'all. Like, if somebody's able to get through my email with some nonsense and I don't trust it, I block and junk it. Like, leave me alone. But if I know you, I kind of want to know if you attempting to call me. I don't need to block you. I already know you a scammer. I haven't forgotten that part. You know what I'm saying? I already know that you lie, right? Because your energy always shows up as a lie. And remember, we talk about Angelica 3000. She always lying. She not gonna just tell the truth all of a sudden. She's still gonna lie. I never really thought I was struggling trying to figure out why I was coming back up. I worked and acknowledged and release and still had to drink and smoke. Yeah, it be like that. I remember one time there was somebody in my life. I felt their energy one day. I literally doubled me over. It wasn't pain, but it was pain. I can't explain it other than to say, what in the world is that? Like, it gripped me. And I had to give myself a moment. Like, I was working with my friend and she was like, "You all right?" I said, "Nah, I gotta go sit down." Like, I can't even explain what I'm feeling right now. It wasn't actual pain, but it was pain. It was like somebody screaming. And it kind of shook me to my core. And I was like, oh, like and that was early stages of it. So I didn't know what to do with that energy at that time. I didn't know why it was happening. I know where it was coming from. I didn't understand why I had to feel it like that. You know? Um Now I could still feel it and transmute it. Now it's smoother. Now it's like, oh yeah, I feel that. Oh wow, we doing that now? And then I can let it go. Like, because once I've acknowledged it, spirit lets me release it. But I can feel. Man, I remember one time I got these little earbuds, right? I wear these earbuds, but they're in ear. So every now and then I wear them. But there was this time frame where I'll be cleaning my ears out constantly and it would just itch, 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 itch. And I said one day, and it was like happening for like 2 days straight. And I'm like, my ears are clean. I clean the earbuds. What is the problem? Then I said, maybe somebody talking about me. That shit went away. That feeling went away. Still important, Khalid. Girl, and you don't drink them at the same time, do you, Black Cherry? Good Lord. Heavy grief, but I wasn't crying. Girl, it's for real. I mean, I remember hearing somebody's name being screamed so loud in my ear when I was talking to this woman I knew, and I almost asked her, "Do you know them?" I know she didn't know them, but I was hearing their name while I'm trying to concentrate on what she's saying, and then that person called me in grief. I said, "What Lord?" Cause the way they name was screaming, I was like, I wanted to say, do you hear that? Do you know them? I know if she'd have been looking at me like I was crazy, but I'm like, okay, cause wow. Mm-hmm. That Taylor put, girl, y'all can be. I can't mix no alcohol. That's why I asked you not at the same time, girl. I can't do it. Homeless. Oh, so your person is feeling homeless. They feeling like a freaking orphan where they are. You know what I'm saying? They're not connecting to where they are now. So whatever they chose, where and whatever they chose, whomever they chose, they don't feel like home where they are. They don't feel like home in their skin. They also, I hear, they feel lost, confused. Also, it could be on a physical level that some people, and I feel like it's a small percentage of people who hear this, know that their person is struggling with their living conditions. Like, I'm not talking California type living conditions. I'm talking like they a couple days away from eviction or court for eviction or shit like that. Somebody got to catch up on the rent or the mortgage or whatever their circumstances is. It's precarious at best. Put it this way: bills there with them are severely behind. Not, you know what I'm saying. This is not somebody just paid a bill late. This is like, oh, you late. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. But somebody's suppressing, somebody's going through adversity. Somebody feels like they're in hermit mode because they feel all alone where they are. They're fending for themselves where they are. Right? This is somebody who comes home and there's no food in the house, no food made, nothing to eat, no leftovers. You know what I'm saying? Can't put nothing together. You got peanut butter, no jelly, so they hungry. It's late when they get home. Put it this way, so now they ain't even got bread. If they go get the bread, it said, let's say they got peanut butter and they jelly. And when they touch the bread, it's moldy. This somebody just going through it. They're very isolated. They don't tell nobody. They just numb. So this is the type of person that instead of getting something to eat or being able to get something to eat, they'll just drink if they got something to drink. And I mean drink. They'll smoke something. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they shoot up. I don't know, but they'll just go back into suppression mode. They'll go to sleep hungry because ain't nothing there. And the person that normally supplies it ain't around. They doing other things. That's what I'm getting. Now you want a PB&J. Lord, y'all funny. Tell me more. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. So, this person is looking at you different. They like, damn, I should have been loyal to them. Collective was loyal to me. Honest with me. Truthful. We had a bond. They were affectionate to me. You know what I'm saying? They were somebody I could trust. But now I'm over here suppressing because I don't have that energy in my life. Because you have pulled your energy back. Silence. You let them stick with their thoughts, stick with their choices. You know what I'm saying? Get what they got. That's what you let them do. And this person was like, wait a minute. Well, where did the loyalty go? Where's the harmony? The protection I had under you. That when they knew that life was not like this. They were never hungry with you. They never missed a meal. They never felt isolated with you. They had comforts. They had support. They had affection. You know what I'm saying? You were faithful and devoted. But this person had a lot of fears. And they were a coward. This person don't stand up for you at all. If they do, it's just words. It's not actions. You know what I'm saying? They don't take the proper action to you. So they sat there and let you be loyal to them, but this person behind your back was not loyal. Tell me about engagement. Oh, come on. One at a time. Tell me about this engagement. Oh, come on. It's been a long journey. Body one at a time. Spirit. There we go. Oh, wow. Came out anyway. Long journey. Old worn out shoes symbolize life's hardship and the toll they take, reflecting a sense of weariness and longing for stability. You see with this homeless card, this person misses the stability that they had with you. The condition of the souls mirrors the soul's fatigue from life's long journey, indicating a need for rest and renewal. This imagery highlights the impact of life's challenges on our physical and spiritual well-being. Listen, let me tell you something. Whoever you got, whoever this resonates with for you, meaning about this person, they, I feel like the phrase I used earlier, going through it, is like an understatement. I don't even think you or I have the capacity to understand how bad it is for this person, where they are. This is somebody who may have overstayed their welcome, or just their, whatever the situation is, they overstayed. They should have been gone. They should not have rooted themselves. And I feel like this person that continues to root themselves in a negative situation, because I feel like they already know this is why they are a coward. This is why they are jellyback. This is why, because they already know what they did to you. That is, either some of them did some unforgivable stuff, or they see it as unforgivable, because this is somebody who pushed your boundaries, did too much. You know what I'm saying? Kept doing the same thing over and over again without feeling like they should get consequences until they got them. And when they got the consequence, they felt like, oh, ain't no coming back from this. So this person is a coward. I was just talking to a Trevelyan. I was saying a person who sincerely changes is not going to cower if they want to make a change with you. They're not. They're not going to easily back down, you know? So I feel like this person, you got a very passive person who'd rather stay in low vibrational energy, even though life is kicking their behind right now. As we speak, they going through it. And you getting signs and synchronicities, even downloads about it. You feeling their energy. You already know, right? This person could come tell you their life, and it will fit all the empty holes that your psyche hasn't shown you yet. So it's like, you have an inkling about something, and then they come and they fill in the gaps. Tell me more. Yeah, they got work to do on themselves. Bottom of the deck. One card. Ooh, the Most High and your ancestors is protecting you from this person in this situation. The ancestors and the Most High said, "Don't worry about nothing. We got this. Just listen. We got you." Who y'all screaming at each other? I don't think I'm that funny. So what I say if it's me? Mm-mm-mm. I feel y'all be laughing amongst yourselves, and I'll be missing a joke. I don't know what's going on until I look at the chat. But yeah, they over here losing out. Oh, yeah. Listen, folks move more. They really lose out when when you play with an earth angel, you know, I didn't know the term. I had to learn about it. And one of the things I know about an earth angel is that you don't get multiple earth angels, right? And some people see an earth angel as disposable until the earth angel says, "Oh, you threw me away? Then I'll just stay away." And that person was like, "Wait. Well, hold on. What you mean you staying away? Yeah, you threw me away. I'm done. I'm gonna move on. I'm fine." And then they start to miss you dearly because they realize the value, and they realize the value of who you are to them way too late. It's after the fact. But, you know, sometimes we have to go through this as earth angels, as individuals who give unconditionally, love unconditionally, because we try to love people like we would want to be loved, right? We try to give our best to people. We try to move with integrity with people. Not everybody can handle that. Not everybody deserves that energy, right? So, when you have an earth angel, you got to cherish somebody that's trying to do the best they can for you, that will sacrifice for you, that actually loves you. So, I remember growing up, I did not see her as my earth angel initially when I was growing up, but my stepmom, man, she had to deal with me from the time I was 1 year old. And as I grew up, I was always clear that I was not her child. And then she had my brother, and it was even more clear that I am not her child, right? But then as I became older, more of a teen into my early 20s, before she passed, our bond deepened. My trust for her deepened. My respect for her deepened. She had always been there for me, right? My love for her deepened. I would say when I went through my trauma, she was the only parent figure to show up while when she was still alive. All of that raised my respect level for her, and I didn't know the term earth angel. I didn't understand none of that. All I knew is that this person got my back, and I feel like her perseverance, her tolerance, her patience with me, all of that shaped me into who I am amongst other people in my life. So when you embody what was good that was given to you in your life in spite of some other things, when you embody that and you're able to give that, sometimes you expect or want that reciprocity. You deserve it, honestly. So expecting it and wanting it is nothing wrong with it, right? But we get met with some adversity because sometimes we need to know there are some that don't deserve it. And then we have to move accordingly. You know what I'm saying? If you can't reciprocate, then I cannot give. I have to learn to pull back. And one of the things that I had said to her before her passing was like, "Why are you here with him?" Meaning my father, because my father was not good to her. And I'm like, "Why are you here?" And she explained her reasons. But what she taught me in choosing to stay in a situation that was not healthy for her was that I can't stay in any situation with any person, male or female, friend or foe, whatever the case may be. I can't be in any situation that is not healthy to my mental, emotional, and physical well being. That I cannot, I can't engage with you if you're gonna harm me in some way. So like we talked about lying harms my psyche because you're not allowing me to make a good decision based on the facts or the truth. You're distorting that, right? Then you're also messing with my trust when I discover that you're actually lying. So that's another issue, right? I can't deal with people who withhold things. That's almost as bad as lying because you're still distorting reality by not laying out the facts, right? So I watched her suffer so I could learn not to suffer in that way. Okay. Um, Found out some other things about family members, but when I found those things out based on what I was experiencing at the time, I learned, okay, I know this information for a reason, is to not behave that way. That they made their sacrifices in their life for the reasons that they made it, but I don't have to make the same decisions. So you don't, I'm talking about me, but I'm also saying earth angels are important and it's good to aspire to be one, but it's also we can't support the jellybacks in our life. Like they don't deserve that kind of energy. They don't. People don't deserve energy from people that they're gonna lie to, that they're gonna play with. I don't care how long their journey be. I don't care how much they've been through. If they gonna come into our lives and distort our reality, play in our faces, then they don't deserve us. Period. I was telling Trev before the live how I had one example of somebody who came back transformed after a long period away from the other person. They came back transformed, changed. And I had said to y'all how that about that the other night, and I was saying how it never happened to me. But that's not true. So when I was growing up, my best friend, her name was Kim. Kim, when we were kids, Kim lied about everything. Like when I say everything, y'all, stupid stuff like she had a brand new pocketbook. It was real nice. Oh, my boyfriend bought me that. Then I would hear her mother down the hall and shoot, her mother had bionic ears. So wherever she was in the house, it was like, stop that line. You know I bought you that pocketbook. Cut that line out. And I'm like, so me and another friend, we might be there looking at each other like, "Hey, she put the line." Like, and then she get disrespectful with her mom, like, mind your business. It was a show. And I'm like, yo, don't talk to your mom like that. Like, what are you doing? What I'm saying? But she would lie over dumb stuff to feel important or popular or whatever. Both of us went to college, that went through some stuff, right? DV and all of that. Came home, and after talking for a while, like we continued to talk and hang out and whatever. And I realized one day I had to tell her, I said, girl, you know you don't lie no more. She's like, what? I said, yeah. I said, I don't remember the last time you lied. Like when we were kids, like teenagers, up to teenagers, you used to lie all the time about the dumbest thing. And me and Sean would be like, okay, here she go again. We had stopped trying to confront you on the lies because we just knew you was gonna lie anyway. So we just didn't bother. And I cannot remember the last time I felt like you was lying. Like you, she was like, really? She didn't even realize how much she used to lie because she wasn't in that mind frame anymore. I think we were like, she was 21, I was 22 at the time, something like that. I think, or 2021. Somewhere around that, right? I just remember that was the age we were when I realized she wasn't lying anymore. And I remember one day she apologized to me for well, I was studying Islam at the time, so she was very against that and she apologized. And it was like her humility, her ability to confront a topic that she abhorred at the time, but realized that she didn't even know why. And she was vulnerable enough to apologize and say, you know what? I should have never talked about Islam like that to you. I should have never disrespected that before like that. Blah, 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 blah. She broke it down. I was like, wow. Like I was stunned and I was appreciative, but I was stunned. Like, oh, wow. She really do love me enough to come and apologize to me for being, because she was gruff about it. She is my example that people can change if they want to, if they don't feel um the need to anymore. Um but ultimately it's a choice. And I felt like something clicked and there was no need for her to feel that feeling. Whatever she was looking for, whatever she was masking at the time that she was doing all of that, that changed for her. That changed for her. Somebody could be going through a transformation because with construction here, somebody may be tired of being tired, tired of being depressed. But this is not an overnight process, okay? This just could be, you know, you could be somebody's justice, okay? The fact that you're not in their life right now, you could be their dharma, their excuse me, their karma. Meanwhile, you're starting to experience your dharma, which is your good energy. This person has to be left behind because they're a jellyback. They don't have a spine. They don't have a reason. Where they are, whatever choice they make, they don't have a reason. They don't have a purpose. Their purpose is masked in drama or masked in fake solitude, fake loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Um, Masked in scams and how they lie to each other or for each other or whatever. It's masked in all kinds of chaos and conflict, right? So this person, whoever this person is, it's going to take a while. Now, everybody's timeline different. But I knew it occurred to me organically that she wasn't lying. And I feel like if you have a person that comes back to you, in your interaction with them, when it clicks with you that they have changed, it will be an organic one. You'll be able to point to it. But if they have it, and a good majority of them won't, I feel like this year gonna put a kibosh on a lot of shit, but it ain't gonna be y'all roles gonna be different. It don't mean that you're gonna be in this part of this person's life. It means that they will transition some kind of way and you will transition a different kind of way. And y'all will transition separate from each other. Like they've been saying, the two earths, you'll be on the side of right, they be on the side of whatever the hell is going on with them, right? And that separation, that block, that divide will get wider, deeper. But a person that is sincere, oh, you're going to know. They'll make sure you know. The spirit guys will make sure you know. And you won't need that angelic and most high protection from somebody that will work to earn your trust. Hmm. Mm. It was beautiful. you know, I just was amazing when you for me to recall her transformation. It was amazing. Like I was truly blessed to have been a part of her life and vice versa because she was a very beautiful person inside and out. And for her to transform like that, didn't feel a need to do that petty stuff that she was doing. She never had to lie to us. We wasn't impressed. We didn't care. We never cared, so we didn't even understand what was the point. And I'm so glad that I didn't have to go in on her and say, girl, why you always lying? I just I let it be and it worked itself out. Oops. All right, so we got cats and dogs because cat fell out with a stack and I'm not picking that up. Because as you can see, this deck is thick as hell. If this is your first time to the channel, like, share, and subscribe. Comment in the chat. Let me know you're here. I'll shout you out. Also, make sure when you subscribe, ring the bell. That way you're notified every time I come on. All right, Spirit. Tell me more about this scamming STD individual. Oh, okay, that was the one. Oh, a period of ill health and depression. How many times I gotta say depression? Whoever, I'm telling you, whoever this is, they're going through depression. Mm. Oh, thank you, Trev. Thank you, sister. Hmm. I loved her. I love her. I just love her. I loved her. I love her. She was, that was my dog. Whew. Anyway, so yes, whoever this is are going through a period of ill health and depression, suppression, and and sorrow. This person, and they are in deep contemplation. They want to heal. Okay, I feel like this is not somebody who wants to sit in suppression, because the likely outcome is sorrow and construction work. So this person is getting to whatever their rock bottom is. And what I notice is that rock bottoms have basements. Okay, what we think somebody's rock bottom should be, or where they are, ain't always the depth that they can go. They can find a deeper if they want to find a deeper. And I just feel like this person is at whatever their deep is. They're realizing that when they look up, it's hard to see the light now. You know what I'm saying? If you in a small space, and something's cracked open, you can see the light loud and clear. You might not make out images, but you can see that there's light. I feel like this person is so deep in the cavern of their suppression and depression. They may not, they getting to the point where they can't see the light and they searching for it. If somebody want to work on themselves, but they don't know what to do. They just know they have to. And here it says heal and release reflection. This person is also purging. So they're crying. This also is acceptance, which I feel like a stage you've already gone through. When you're unbothered, that means you've gotten to the stage of acceptance, because it don't need to bother you now. If you accept that this is what it is, this person is a liar, or this person is a this, and this person is a that. When you get to that point and you're not triggered by that no more, you got into acceptance. Because I'd rather accept that this is who you are than expect you to be something different and you keep disappointing me. You hear how it feels? Like, if I just accept that you are the natural born liar you've been doing this, ain't nothing gonna change what you do unless you choose to change. So I'm gonna accept the fact that you haven't and believe that. Not waiting on you to change, not begging you to change. Don't even want you to change. Do you? I'ma do me. That's acceptance. Hmm. Tell me more. Ooh, tell me more. Yeah, strong emotions, passionate love or hate. I do feel like you and your person may have shared some passion, hate. You might not hate. I don't feel like it's the hate. I feel like the hate might be coming out. Um, but I do feel like there was passion and love. I do feel like there may have been, if you shared intimate moments or intimate conversations with this person, that energy still sits with them because of who you are to them, right? You mean something, whether you know it or not, to this person. You mean a tremendous, you're significant, put it that way. You are very significant to your person. In a way that I don't think was expected by them, because I don't feel like they was ready. They weren't ready to accept the love that you have. They weren't ready to understand who you truly were, what you really represented. I don't think they were ready. And they shied away from it, or they ran away from it. But there was strong emotions between the two. You could have genuinely loved this person. And this person, I feel like, did not genuinely show you that same ounce of respect. So now they're in suppression because they weren't loyal to you. What's this? Yeah, they had unsuccessful plans. Also, I feel like their unsuccessful plans has a lot to do with where they are currently, because that's in the hidden energy. So maybe I feel like the pride and ego with this person was that they was gonna show you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna show them. They gonna show you I could come up. They gonna show you I'm better than that. Whatever you thought. I got this. and me and this other person, we gonna blow up together. We gonna do this together. Only get their feelings hurt from the disloyalty of the other person, them just being disloyal to themselves. It is a whole different ball game than what they thought. So this person's having unsuccessful plans, and if this is not that kind of relationship with your person or with this person right now, this is somebody who is always trying something, like reinventing themselves, trying something new, only to not work out. But this person also doesn't have perseverance and patience for themselves. Tell me more, Spirit. That's too many. One at a time. It says things will not always be this way. A change is coming. See, that's that long time coming. I don't know what the lifespan of a butterfly is, but I don't expect it to be very long. I feel like some moths I read about was like um days, like 90 days or less. What the Atlas moth has no stomach, I think, or no mouth or something like that. So they just live out the rest of their days and then they die. Um, and it's one of the biggest moths I think you could ever find. Um, but there's other butterflies and maybe they last a season. Okay. Spirit is basically saying this person will metamorphosize into something, but it may not last long, or whatever period they're in is not going to always be like that. That's what I'm getting. Like when they go into the chrysalis from the caterpillar, right? They get out that mud, stop playing with the worms, and recognize that, oh, they supposed to go in the chrysalis and transform. That time frame is where the change starts to occur. I've already told you this person is isolated. Tell me about sorrow and construction work, Spirit. Oh, hi, Bite. I didn't even know you were there. It was been so much conversation in the chat. So we got dragon. Beware of self delusion. Okay. Oh, what's the bottom of the deck? Hold on. Romance, celebration, and party. Ooh, that's interesting. So through your angelic and romantic and most high and all of that, you will have the romance you deserve. You will have the celebrations, the parties. You can celebrate life. We must. We must celebrate life. And when you celebrate life, you bring more reasons to celebrate. You bring more good energy into your life, right? Few weeks to a year. That's what I thought. I don't think, yeah, they don't last more than the seasons, right? So, um, for example, I had a party for Kwanzaa. I told my family, I said we need to bring good energy into the house before the new year. We need to have a party. We had been without a tenant for a minute, and I was like, you know what? Our spirit just told me have a party in that unit. Just have a party. So I was like, you know what? We're gonna celebrate because the last tenant gave us a headache, a nightmare. Some of y'all already know. And I was like, mm-mm, we gotta do something different to change this energy up. So besides doing the normal prayers and stuff that we typically do, or a little bit beyond what we typically do, we decided to party, and we partied. And then the tenant came. Well, multiple applicants came in a rush, but I feel like we have the right fit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we blessed. Whew. And that nightmare of searching has dissipated. Now things are gonna get settled. Like we ain't there all the way, but we approaching that door and it's coming and it's gonna work out. And I realized that party was significant. We also in that moment got to honor our ancestors. So if you party and if you're celebrating, please don't leave your ancestors out. Recognize them, speak their name, speak their name, praise them. You know what I'm saying? Invite them into your energy. Invite them in and say, look, you know what? I appreciate you, all that you've done. You know, I had to recognize my ancestors, and we all went around and we did that, and we continued to party. It was much needed. You know what I'm saying? After a hard ass year, it was needed. Your person though, with this self delusion, I honestly feel like, you know, I mean, I know I'm not a big channel yet, right? And that'll come. Um, but I read the comments of other channels that I like, and then I listen to the readers, and it's a similar type of frustration of reading the comments of people who are self deluded. You can't point the finger at somebody until you look at what you've done, who you are, what you're about, right? And I feel like your person is really self-deluded as to where their sorrow comes from. And I feel like the origin of their sorrow is the problem. The origin. So like I always tell you, the origin of most people's problem is their childhood trauma or some major trauma in their life, right? But if you're not able to confront what the origin of the problem is, so that it desensitizes, you know, how you feel about it, and you can stop reliving it or reacting it or being drawn to think similar things to it, then you are the problem. I was I was looking at these people on these comments on Twitter, and it was money ritual. I think Trev, you might have sent it to me, and if you didn't, I don't know who sent it to me, but it said the comments, they were saying what to do to break up the energy, to break up money blockages or whatever. And people were in the comments saying, me, I'm the money blockage. You know, I might die if I do this because I'm the problem because I spend all my money. You know, those people are very self aware, but there are a lot of people who are very self deluded. They will do things to themselves and to others and then be delusional about the problem or the origin of the problem or that the problem is them. So your person, you know, if they come back with the blame game, you already know they self-deluded. If you have done your self-awareness work, you know your part. Maybe you've addressed your part, but this person still can't get past it. I'm sorry, or they give you that I'm sorry, but you already know they self-deluded. They haven't taken accountability for their actions. You get what I'm saying? Girl, girl, have the parties. Have the parties. You get what I'm saying? Yes, Lati, I stay checking me. Because I'll be like, what was my role? And you know what I realized, y'all? Some of us get unbothered, untriggered, our triggers get subtle, whatever. But we might not be the fit we thought we were for that person because they may be them, they may even be changed, but them being in your energy could still trigger you in ways you may not want. Like I know, mm, unintentionally and intentionally, depending on how you catch me, my mouth will let you know I didn't forget what the fuck you did. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't just let that shit go. And maybe I don't want to necessarily make you pay for it, but I ain't gonna forget it either. And if you look like you might be trying it again, if I smell the energy on you is different again, we're gonna be right back where we started. That on a daily. And you know what, Trez, you said it tonight when we were talking. You said, "Don't trust me. If you did all the things you did, don't trust me." That's how I feel. I do feel that. I feel you wholeheartedly. I might make you feel bad for the rest of your life. Or I might get over it. I don't know. But you would be hard to trust me after doing me dirty. Right. And so if I can't see you right, Lati, if you can't see him in a new light, babe, we just ain't the right fit because too much too much things have passed. Too many things have been done. And even if I could forgive you and forgive me and have compassion for both of us, we just may not be it. You know what I'm saying? We can't be friends. We can't, you know what I'm saying? Can't be lovers, can't be friends, can't be nothing. Because the scars that you place on people are lifelong. They don't just go away. You know what I'm saying? You can't put no salve on it. You can heal it. You can heal it. But it doesn't mean that the scar won't still remain and I won't see that this is where I look, I got that little burn. That was where I was burned the other day. I ain't forget that. You know what I'm saying? And people want you to forget. Like, can we just forgive and forget? No, we can't. We can't just forgive and forget. I could forgive you, but I ain't forgetting shit because what you ain't gonna do is take me through that again. And if I smell that's what you were doing, if I let you close enough to me to try it, the problem that you had before is going to be 10 times bigger. Okay? We not gonna get over it. I was telling this guy I knew from college back in the day, he had revealed to me, all right, he has a baby mama, really loves her, wants to get married, but she ain't trying to get married. When he broke down to me why, I was like, uh, why was she? You know what I'm saying? He said that he had cheated on her for like 2 or 3 years of the relationship. Then turned around and told her that he cheated. Well, she busted him, but he told her everything. Mm-mm-mm. I said, wait, so you went a bit further into detail about how bad it was? And he said, yeah, I wanted to come clean. I was like, oh my God. I was half joking with him, but I told myself, bruh, if she stayed with you, I didn't even get into how bad it could have been. I ain't even gonna say no, I didn't even want to speak that into existence for him. But I just said, let's just say y'all two 90 years old and some 70-year-old thing walk by. She gonna be looking at you, looking at that 70-year-old thing like, mm-hmm. Cause she never gonna forget it. Like I said, the worst thing you did was give her detail. I'm not saying you should come clean. You should come clean. But the detail was like the visuals are literal little cuts that form a big, massive problem. And I was like, you should have been a little less detailed, but more, yes, this is a significant problem. I was wrong. And I said, but the problem is whether you gave her detail or skipped on the details. You told her the truth and you did the do, and I don't think she's ever going to fully forgive you. Not and believe you ever again. So I don't know if well, yeah, I don't know if they're together, but I do know he's shown that he ain't happy. So I don't know. But he wasn't worried about her happiness when he was cheating over and over and again for those 2 to 3 years. So he don't necessarily gonna get the so-called love of his life for the many years to come because she's always gonna look at him sideways. Like you didn't respect me. You didn't treat me right. Now, whether she stay, for whatever reason she stay, I don't know if they financially entangled. There'd be no way. There would be no way. I am personally not built to be that miserable. We would have an open relationship. I'm gonna go do me. I'm never gonna trust you again, and I'm probably gonna move on to somebody I can trust. I'm just saying. That shit type of shit crazy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can't. Ain't no way. Y'all. Whew. So listen, back to beware of the self delusion. It's seared. I couldn't believe he said, I said, you told her that? You actually said that out your You said that part too? He was like, yeah. I was like, oh my God. Bruh, it's bad enough that you did it, but you went into detail. Y'all. I was like, go ahead and pack your bags. I'm just saying, like, he's like, I don't want to leave. I'm like, but you just did the most. You did the most. I don't know how she can unsee what she saw now. You know what I'm saying? Like that is never going to. Mm. And like I said, he would be happy right now if she was happy. But how can you? I don't understand like how a person thinks that they can disrespect you and you believe somehow they respect you as long as you're not self deluding. Like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And then how do you respect somebody? Speaking on cheating, right? How do you respect somebody you willing to cheat on? You don't respect them. You can't. The lie of I respect them is bullshit. There's no way you can. That's why we started off with STD. You know what I'm saying? That right there, you put somebody, you cheat on somebody, they cheat on you. That's where y'all both are in harm's way. Whoever did the cheating is putting you in harm's way. Whoever they're going out there having babies on you is putting you in harm's way because they raw dogging or they doing something they should not be doing that created a child, which means there are bodily fluids that are being passed. That's a problem. You can't respect nobody you would do that to. You deluding yourself to pretend, no, it's you. I always loved you, and it's only you. Lies. I wasn't serious with them. They were just a thing. Lies. Lies, lies, lies. Right. How you and I'm supposed to act like that didn't happen and then you are now trustworthy. Are you out your effing mind? You gotta be. There's no other explanation is that you, ma'am, sir, cheater, are bugging. And you're self-deluded, which means even more reason why I can't trust you because you ain't even honest to yourself. So I hope that my hope is that there'll become more Kims in the world. People will just naturally change, shift, and become vulnerable and move with integrity. And vulnerable in a healthy way, not just vulnerable to anybody, but vulnerable because people who lie to you want to control you. That's where that lie is rooted in control. I want to control the situation. I want to control what you think of me. I want to control you. That's what lies are, rooted in control. If I lie to you, right, then I can make you do what I want you to do because what I want you to do is trust me. What I want you to do is talk to me. What I want you to do is do other things for me, right? If I lie to you, you'll do it. If I deceive you, then you'll do it. That's the way whether they realize that's what they're doing or not, but that's what a liar is doing, trying to control you. But I digress. We go back to Jellyback. They're also cowards, okay? Because They're so fearful of the truth or being truthful, right? That they will fall back on a lie so easily. So want to be convincingly. The problem is with us having these two earth and the veil being thin, it's harder and harder to be able to delude anybody. If you, let's just say somebody films something and they throw it on social media, you know, there are some people that will believe you wholeheartedly. But if you scroll, look at them comments, and I love looking at the comments because sometimes comments are funnier or more interesting or more informative than the actual video, right? But that's when you get your sleuths. They look in the camera, they look at the timestamp, they look at what you got going on in the background, they look at who you talking to, they looking at what you said in this video versus what you said in another video. They paying attention. They putting all the puzzle pieces together. They like, ah, nah, something in the milk ain't white. Cause I remember when you, I remember when they said da 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 da, and then they call you out on it, right? It's deep how the energy of truth is versus the energy of lie. It's so stark different that people feel it before they know it. Meaning, like there's usually a deep knowing, but you feel that. Versus the facts actually being laid out. You can feel that lie. You like, you said something to me, but I ain't feeling right. Then you get presented with the truth that lines up with what you feel, but not what they said. You said if you pull up, I don't even know if there's a jellyfish in here, but if it show up, yeah, we in trouble, y'all. Cause you gonna fall out and probably knock my camera over and fall out too. Right with you, for real. And this is 200 cards, so I ain't seen all of them. Shit. Trouble and accusations. This person is facing all kinds of accusations because they making trouble in their life. This is somebody, whoever your person is, had a very reckless um way of life. This person is very spontaneous. They do dumb stuff. All right, I'm gonna put it to you like that. They do dumb stuff that could put them in jeopardy, like laying up with somebody, like driving in a fast car in the rain, like over drinking too much in a foreign land. Like they just do reckless stuff for the sake of ha ha, I'm living my life, YOLO nonsense. This person don't live with a certain discipline with themselves. They don't. So they cause themselves to have trouble and accusations wherever they go. The spirit definitely told you to distance yourself from a person like this because their recklessness could implode into your life. Tell me more. One at a time. Getting together with friends, dogs. This is what they desire the most with death and homeless. This person wants to put an end to their isolation from you. They have strong emotions and passions, but this is what they desire. You get what I'm saying? You may be getting together with your friends, but this is what they desire. There's a dark woman in their life. So it's dealing with a relationship with a woman with a dark complexion or hair. I don't know if I consider myself dark complexion. Hmm. Not not super dark. I've seen some beautiful Sudanese dark women. My God, their skin is just magical. I can't even put a better word to it. It's just wow. Okay, here we go. The third party. So whatever they chose, right? Here we go. It says someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. Your person been dealing with that for a long time. Whoever that wedge is, whoever that third party, whatever the third party is, they've been dealing with that for a long time, and this person is trying to come in between y'all because it's falling on a long journey, and that things will not always be this way. So a change is coming, but it's a long time coming. Okay, this is not something just about to show up kind of energy. This is somebody who they spent more time than they need. They probably ran out the clock with you, okay? But they will change in their time and for their purpose. Maybe not for you, but for their purpose. What is this? Oh, I didn't even know this fell. It says meeting with a stranger could be important. Yeah, so they could meet somebody who could transform their life, whether it's some therapy or a shaman of some sort, somebody that they meet that's going to be like, you need to get your life together. Let me tell you how. And they may listen to this person, whether they might not listen to you because or whatever they had in their mind about their level of respect for you. Again, like I said, if they cheat on you and lie to you, then their level of respect for you and themselves is in the tank. But there may be somebody that would shake them up, maybe because you going on to receive your dharma, meaning your blessings are coming in for all the good work and energy and effort you put out. Where this person is drowning in their karma. This is the year they have to answer for it. Okay. And I do see self delusion here because I feel like this is not the path they wanted to have to take. They didn't want to work on themselves. They was quite comfortable in their victimhood until spirit is going to send a natural phenomena to kick them out of that comfort zone. And they're being kicked as we speak. They get and they learning stuff as they go along, and they're not liking what they see because it's the reflection that they see in the mirror is not what they thought they would be looking like at this time. This person may have ill health, meaning their appearance may not be the healthiest, and even if they do appear healthy, they don't feel it. They don't feel that healthy. This person, remember, homeless and isolation. They ain't eating right. They ain't sleeping right. Okay, so that's building up internally, even if it doesn't show externally yet. Oh, and when it do, it's gonna be one of those hard to miss type of situation. You ever heard of somebody getting Bell's palsy? Bell's palsy is this stress, a reaction of stress that makes it look like you had a stroke in your face, and it freezes the facial muscles in a way that's distorting. Okay, and 9 times out of 10 you get it because of high stress levels. So your person could, and it could be temporary. It doesn't necessarily mean it's permanent. I believe most Bell's palsy, I won't say all, but I think most is temporary. Well, this person is going, their outer appearance is starting to reflect how they feel internally. Wow. I don't know how I got all of that just now. But yeah. Anyway, journey in either physical or mental. Yeah, spirit told you to move on for your mental health and sake. You know how many times I moved on and let it go? And it was only in hindsight when I realized moving away gave me physical and mental clarity. I was like, yo, I said, why I ain't just move my way out of this situation a long time ago? I'd have found my peace. So be unbothered, collective. Be unbothered. I'm about to say sisters. Sisters and brothers, be unbothered. Move on. Release this energy. Purge, cry, scream it out, get it out. Then move into that energy of acceptance so that this person can't disappoint you with their self deluded energy or their lack of effort into themselves or into your connection. You know what I'm saying? Lose all of that energy. Don't put no more energy into hope. Not saying you can't hope for the best. Hope for the best. Then let it go. Just walk away. You know what I'm saying? Just walk away. Don't give it no more attention, no more thought. Go on and pursue who you are, what you're about. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Go get your blessings. So, you all take it how it resonates. I've been on here long enough. Girl, guys, people. Um, I definitely been on here long enough. But y'all take it how it resonates. I don't know what the download will be tomorrow, but we gonna unpack that. Every card I pulled supported that energy that I was feeling earlier today about somebody being a whole coward, jellyback individual Like Empress T said, I love that word. I love that. I'm a Gemini, so I love words. I appreciate Jellyback because it really describes how spineless an individual is when it comes to you. Okay. Again, this person will stand up for somebody they feel like is beneath them, or they can control, or they can manipulate. But they can't manipulate you. And them lies don't work on you. You know, they don't. I appreciate you too. I wish we could do like I always talk about bringing you on, and we ain't connect on email yet, so we gotta do that. But like a Zoom, like I want to see people faces and hear y'all voices when y'all be laughing and shit. Cause I want to know the joke too. But then when I'm channeling, I don't get to know the joke, so I gotta watch the replay to see what it came up and see what the hell y'all laughing at that I don't be knowing. But I love it that y'all laugh at each other at the same time. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you too, Booski Dookie. Booby. I love you too. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for coming. Y'all have a good night, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace and hair grease.